Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Quasimorph. In the last part, we did some targeted strikes against SBN, and that went pretty well for us. We actually got quite a few decent upgrades out of them, and I think today we actually want to continue on that note, because over in the supply chain, we do have the conveyor going, and it would be nice to actually get our crafting capability upgraded instead of just operational. However, we do need a lot of welding machines just to get started on that front, and we don't have any. I think the quickest way to get that is actually to head back over to Mars, because one thing we haven't really done yet is explain the stock exchange. All these stations that we've been hitting, they actually matter. So you can see if you hover over it, they have different technology, they offer different gain, power gain, and that's basically how all this gets correlated into data over here in the stock exchange. So yeah, you can see up here, like tech gain, for example, that's going to be progressing weekly. And then once that fills up, they go up to their next tech level. Because we've been doing espionage and stuff like that, we've actually been doing a lot of defense lately. But when we do espionage, that's actually stealing enemy tech and letting the other faction get it. So that's how that kind of stuff happens. Power gain is of course going to be how much power they have, manpower, etc., etc. If we look on the map, and the closest one I was able to find is actually over here in Phobos. Forward MG, they do technically like us, not much. I think we have like 7 rep with them right now. But down there in produced items, it costs 76 credits. We don't have any credit with them. Yeah, you can see there, they require a few things. They want explosives, they want toolkits, but right there, AI modules. We have a few of those. We do need them for other things, but we also have one of those luxury containers, which I think we did extract one of those, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, we've got exactly one of those right now. And we do have 3 of the AI modules. These things, while we do need them, I feel like we've been able to get relatively consistently. We just upgrade with them as soon as we have them, which is why we don't have too many. So I'm hoping maybe we can get lucky, go over there, trade for some of those. So Venus has been a nice little change of pace, but how about we go back to our old stomping ground over by Mars? And of course, the other issue with this is it's going to take 22 days to get over there. There could be a mission between now and then, and once there's a mission on the station, that has to get resolved before you can do any trading with them. So we'll actually head over to the closest station, and then we'll go from there. Looking at our powder count, we're actually doing extremely well on this front, a little bit over 1 full row. So of course we'll probably try and make some of that while we're on our way over. I was going to take this opportunity to go ahead and do a little bit of cleanup over here in the cargo hold to get rid of some weapons we don't actually want, unload stuff, make sure our ammo counts are okay. We finally made it over to Mars. We've done a lot of crafting, got our ammo production up, made sure medical supplies were good. Probably take a quick look at the new situation on missions before we do anything, and that was over on Phobos. And unfortunately right here, yeah, this was the place that we had it, so we do actually need to do a mission if we want to try and buy stuff from there. And that will be hitting Dilthey, but I think they like us enough that I can probably afford to hit them. Yeah, 35 relations with them, so they really like us. And I don't see any available stations that actively make those welding machines as well, so I think we are going to need to do that one purely to try and get those. That's fine, because I do actually want to try and get in Corward's good graces anyway, because they are a minor corp and I might want to proxy them later. We'll hopefully get to that here in the next few parts. Also, just notice the date, happy 1 year in the universe of Quasimorph. I think we've done pretty good for our first year, not too shabby. And honestly, this is going to be a pretty low power concentration, so yeah, let's just get in there and knock this out real quick, hopefully. I believe we took Percy out last time on the last SBN mission, so let's go ahead and bring Francis out. I promise we'll bring the other operatives out one day, but I do kind of want to wait for 1 or 2 more class chips to come in, because I do want to try and get a little bit more variety. Oh, I did just notice we're actually sitting decent on microchips and printed circuit boards, because I did scrap down some low tier laser weapons that we have. Before I forget, I'm gonna see if I can actually make a full stack of the high-tech kits for when we get back, because we definitely want to have at least 1 stack of everything. Okay, also I am going to do that thing I do where I change my mind 20 times. I'm actually going to send Oberon out as a scout, because yeah, we do have 1 last buffalo and rookie vest, so we can give him a full kit. I thought we'd also be a little bit behind on that. We do need to make some more vests and actually go ahead and disassemble some garbage ones. Literally didn't get anything out of that, yikes. And you know what, I did want to try this little SMG slash shotgun, so how about we send you out with that? And of course, because he has 1-man army, he does have 3 different slots, so we're gonna be able to extract quite a few weapons off of this one. Hey, guess what, it's another group I've literally never hit. I'm pretty sure they like higher tech stuff though, so let's bring 2 stacks of shotgun shells just to be safe. And I did end up giving him some of these Kevlar pants because I think they might use shock and radiation, so we should have a little bit of decent coverage here. Some basic weapons might be a concern, but I think we're mostly fine. So let's see how Oberon does. Slight problem there. I'm pretty sure I forgot to switch over to defense, so I guess we're doing an attack mission for Dilthey. So you know what? We've been doing plenty of defense missions. It's fine. This is what I get for getting distracted while monologuing. You know what? Maybe we'll get some specialist records or something. Just try and stay positive here. Hey, military parts already, actually. That's pretty good. First contact. And just to confirm, yeah, rapid fire and burst fire. That's fine. Okay, we don't see you. You didn't see us either, apparently. Hmm. Okay. Push forward. Okay, I think you bonked yourself, maybe. We're fine. Did you actually hit yourself? You did. She almost killed herself with the saw blade, so be careful about that in the future, if we ever use one. So right away, we can go ahead and grab a backup weapon, and we got room for one more, which is always nice. Oh, and this will be one of those, yeah, server rooms right away. That's good. Memory. Oh, hello. Okay, you know what? We're getting some good stuff right away. It may not be what we want, but it's better than nothing. Oh, a full scanner. That's a nice change of pace. So if I'm not mistaken, this should tell us where the elevator is as well. Yep, way down here in the south. 3, 6, 9, 11 enemies over to the right, and that's going to be all the enemies on the level. Okay, that was a very good scanner. You love to see it. And of course, because we're carrying around a bunch of heavy stuff, we're going to be power leveling bodybuilder right away, which is always good to see. So probably go hit these guys, and then we'll make our first trek back to the scuttle, and then we'll probably start clearing loot out over here. I don't see anyone yet. How quick's the reload? 3-round reload's actually not bad for a full-ass shotgun. CQC specialist right away. Nice. I assume this thing doesn't benefit from, like, double leveling on which one is it? CQC, because it is technically an SMG shotgun. I assume that just still procs for 1, but that would be nice if I got double out of it. Probably go walk and peek. These guys are a little bit sketchy. Let this one push. Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, the map doesn't get to keep that data from the scanner. You just see it as you see it, so you kind of want to memorize that information and then move on. Go ahead and loot you to get you to come a little bit closer next round. Okay, that's fine. Deep wound isn't great. Okay, get a good kill there. That is a piercing wound to the thigh. We can't run. Go ahead, bandage that up. Hopefully we get a good roll. This thing seems pretty accurate too. I'm liking it so far. Sneak a reload in. And one more round of waiting. Go ahead and do a sneak check. Okay, they were all pretty close. I think the other group was down from this group. Probably down over here where this guy died, if I had to guess. Hey, guess who was rolling? Go back up to walking. Oh, I think we're hitting. Okay, fall back. Yeah, I had a feeling they would still have an angle. That's fine. Okay, no more wounds. That's good news. Armor is doing really good work for us. I'm just gonna risk a sprint for a peek. What do you have? Knife. Okay. One more. Okay, good. I thought we'd have an angle here. And go down and walk in for accuracy. Ooh, I like the spread on this thing. It's very close together for the scatter. Oh, 1 degree scatter, actually. Holy crap. This thing's pretty damn solid. Go ahead, start doing a looting spree. Probably go for a stack of powder. Don't worry about the 9mm. I think we have a full row of it. And absentia, because we're back on the moon, is nice. Branded nail gun. I think we actually take that apart because I'm pretty sure, yeah, crude mechanism. You love to see it. And we can freely eat all of the Quasimorph stuff, so we might as well get the free food while we can. What do you need for repairs, by the way? Armor plate, weapon part, spring, we can work with that. I'm gonna try and extract some 797 out of here since we can't make it ourselves. Some vodka would actually be nice to try and extract as well for future runs where we know we're gonna deal with a bunch of Quasimorphs. And a rogue AR, so now we have 3 different weapons. Yeah, this is a pretty good one. There are other ways to get more slots. We'll get to those when they become relevant. But yeah, being able to carry multiple weapons obviously is very nice for a variety of reasons. And a second rogue AR. We're actually gonna go ahead and... yeah, I don't want to extract the Eagle. I'll just disassemble the 42 since we can make it. I would like to try and get this out if we can. Go ahead and eat that. We don't need it. There we go. May have been everybody. I wasn't keeping count, honestly. And we did find the elevator, which we knew where it was. Ooh, doubled up on vodka and feces. Nice. And bodybuilding's almost up to tier 5 already, and we have just not even gotten to the first floor. So yeah, Scout of Hades, you can level pretty quickly, fortunately, is the other nice thing about it. Oh, actually 4 is max, so good news. Our bodybuilding's maxed out, so we have all the health we're gonna have for this guy. Lovely. Okay, well, we did get kind of lucky. Over here on the first person we killed, they actually had a ledger, which is a little bit unexpected. And drop makeshift batteries. I was hoping to get a few more of those for being able to dismantle into better batteries, but not so many, unfortunately. I think we've just about explored the entire level at this point, so let's go ahead, fill up the shuttle. I can probably do a couple trips and get some basic stuff, but we're just about ready to head up to the 2nd floor. Yeah, 1 full bag, and we still have a full row to go. The shuttle upgrade, if you can manage to swing those upgrades early on, is so worth it. It is so good. Okay, and I was running around so much, I didn't really keep an eye on this, but since we've already explained this, but I might as well let let Jane. When satiety drops to 0, the atrophy process begins, which continually reduces your health. Simply eat something. Makes sense. Keep in mind that cannibalism is not encouraged, but not prohibited, so if you have melee weapons, you can resort to it. And yeah, that's the amputations and stuff that you can do that the game is referring to at that point. We have regular food, so we can probably go ahead and fill up on that. There we go. We're just gonna throw some basic garbage in there, so now let's head on up to the second floor and finish this thing off. Okay, yeah, we're here for a PCPU since we're being aggressive for once. Let's go ahead, drop the escape pod. The PCPU's just to our right, which we can't get to, so we gotta go a long way around, and the pod is way down south, actually. Okay, so we're gonna have to take a little bit of a detour if we want to use that. We did get lucky. I did pick up some poppy straw for once since we have a little bit of free space, and I think we need this primarily for morphing to start. I'm guessing it's used for more stuff later, but yeah, here we go. Since we have some roses around, we might as well try and get a full stack of them if we can find some. And a nice bandage to replace the one we used earlier. And something good. Ooh, we can make our own armor now. Basic armor, but you know what? At least it's armor. There's the PCPU itself. I'll be honest, I thought this was one of the upgrade items instead. Okay, well, we haven't run into anything, so how about we do a little bit more exploration? Getting all the poppy straw, actually. Where are these guys? Oh, there we go. I just saw one down south. There we go. Let's see. I'm already opened with stealth, so we'll check you. Another branded nail gun. Oh, also, duh, I know why these guys are using industrial stuff. It's Corward. I keep thinking we're fighting Dilthey. No, we're fighting Corward because I messed up. Never mind. That makes sense why they're using this stuff. Yeah, these guys will actually have some pretty basic gear in that case. And, okay. That was actually pretty good shots for you guys. Well done. Okay, keep destroying that cover. Thank you. And, okay, deep wound. I'm getting a little bit greedy here. Get rid of you. Okay, got you a splash. Yeah, actually, okay, stop being greedy. We need to fall back. And then probably heal around this corner. Let's see, fracture, deep wound, and minor wound. So splint the fracture, bandage the pierce wound. I don't think I can, yeah, actually go for a reload here. Yeah, I was worried about that. That's fine. Reloaded. Do stealth check. Okay, yep. Reopen that. That's fine. I should probably pull back. I'm getting way too greedy here. I have no reason to either. Get splint, more bandage. Pull back, pull back. Let them just come straight to me. You got nothing but time. And speaking of, one of those fractures needs to get resplinted. Come up. Get blasted. Is that all of them? Sneak another reload in while we wait. Everything healed up. We're fine. See, even missions where you know you're pretty well in control can't get too complacent. This game is always just 1 or 2 bad dice rolls away from going completely wrong. Looks like we can probably go to a hallway over here or keep going down this way. Let's check out this one since it leads back to the main path a little bit quicker. Oh, hello. Okay, had a feeling you would open that. Peek, shoot. And we do have an angle. Good. Sneak reload while we scan. Okay, double checking. That is going to heal on its own. Okay, there we go. Ooh. Do I do... You know what? That could be a 2 move, so... Okay, it's a 1 move. That's fine. Go up to walking. There we go. That door just opened on its own. Another memory record. Oh, did we find that on the first floor? Damn it, I thought we had a stack for it. Probably go ahead and drop... You know what? Repair with the weapon parts. And go ahead and grab that. There we go. Probably start dropping rags and the like very soon. Okay, that's fine. We have cover. And a storm. Okay, not bad for a basic. Oh, that was a mercenary to boot. Oh, hello. You had some interesting stuff. A flame turret and one of the chemical processors. I actually want to extract the beer so we can start trying to have some of that stuff on the ship. Oh, that was a geologist. I feel kind of bad about that. He was just vibing. Looks like these are workshops, so maybe we'll get lucky, find a welding machine. Not yet. Okay, definitely throw that in there. I'm pretty sure this will work. I do want to check for science. Throw the PCPU in there right away. Throw all this stuff in there and go ahead and throw the memory record in there too. Do I still have any food on me? I have the beer, which is a little bit of fullness, so we're fine. But we probably need to head out of here soon. We are starting to run pretty low on calories. Oh, there's contact. Go up to walking. All right, good miss. There we go. Okay, I think that's basically the entire floor explored, except for... Oh, up here. Go on. Let's get greedy. Why not? I'm sure that won't bite me in the ass. This wound still hasn't healed, by the way. There we go. Enemy. Go ahead and... Okay, that one's already empty. Go up to walking. Hey, remember that time getting greedy wasn't going to pay off? Okay, you know what? we're fine. We're A-okay, because one thing we can do here is extinguish ourselves with beer. No, we can't. Okay, so I was about to go on a whole thing where like, hey, guess what? Whenever you have liquids, you can use it to extinguish things. I guess beer doesn't count for that. Plan, we move. Can't put ourselves out. I guess we drink the beer. 15 to 30 damage for 3 turns. We could die here, which would be pretty funny after all the shit I've been talking. It's based on turns, probably. Okay, burn damage, we're fine. Hydrogel that up. Regeneration, we're healing per AP, good. And we just need to leave. So keep walking out. Okay, that worked just. Let's go. Oh, before we do that, go to sneak to make sure that we don't starve on the way over there. And we're starving, but that's fine. Okay, a little bit of an interesting show of case there. Forward is forced to change their plans. Unfortunately, now they don't want to trade with us because they realized we were dicks to them. However, these guys gave us nail guns, so we can start making that. Another Dilthey battery, which is nice. Cyborg parts, and some other garbage. Okay, so yeah, unfortunately, they will not trade with us. Any chance you have something in the system that I can do as a return favor, Coreward? Doesn't look like it. Fortunately, thanks to the power of monitoring, we might get lucky. Found a mission for civil resistance. And apparently we do have a couple upgrades we can do. Oh, that's a pretty heavy defense mission the game wants us to do, actually. That could be fun, though. We'll try it out, possibly. Before we do that, let's check these upgrades. Oh, right. Okay, we could either go for the trade module, which lets us do long-distance trading, but I think we need that upgrade for the one over here in navigation. Yeah, we need that for Whistleblower Network. Reputation's interesting on this because it says, oh, you get extra reputation. It also means you lose extra reputation, so it's always going to be the same amount, so we are going to be gaining and losing 3 points whenever we do a mission, but I do think that's definitely worth it. So we'll go for that over the other one. And how about we wrap up with our first legit defense? And before we do this, remember to swap the difficulty, or swap the mission rather. There we go. So yeah, they barely hate us. Ooh, civil resistance is also going to have level 3 tech. This is going to be pretty tough. And this is just repelling an attack, which sounds pretty basic, but we're definitely bringing Francis on this one because we're going to need our guy to be as sauced as possible. In fact, I'm even going to play a little bit safe and start doing some repairs on armor just to make sure that they're A-okay. I think we'll be fine with this. Probably actually go ahead and repair our Jeff hammer a little bit as well. 2 stacks of ammo. That's all full. And I could sit around and wait for the capsule. However, it's literally just a 1-floor defense. You'll see when we get down there. So we can probably extract some stuff on the shuttle as well. If I was really smart, I would just wait for the capsule, but I think we're fine. I think what I will do, I am going to grab a stack of stun grenades as well. It is necessary to hold positions long enough for the attackers to understand that this time they will not succeed. All the rabble belonging to civil resistance are heading here. Lateral damage should not worry us. We have one mission. That Canaan terminal remains the property of Cord MG when the dust settles and the smoke clears. Sounds simple enough. And we do get access to the whole floor right away, fortunately, but yeah, one big open area, survive 80 turns. It is not joking. This is just straight up survival mode, and they're just going to keep spawning hordes of enemies. There's some random stuff on the ground, but other than that, it is a big ass open area, which not the best for a shotgun user, admittedly, but we can work with it. And if we're in sneak mode, that means turns are technically happening faster, and we do definitely not want to get caught out. Okay, there we go. Go up to walk before we scan. Okay, just a baton. I can work with that. Get you coming closer. One coming in behind. Yeah, they just know where you are. So right away, this gets a little bit sketchy. Hit you in the back, so you hopefully get a wound. Okay, you're coming up behind. Okay. I'm going to peek. Yep. Get the reload in. Fall back. Yeah, this gets a little bit concerning. This isn't the best place to hold with 3 access points. I was hoping to find a room I could kind of chill in, but that is not in the cards, it looks like. Yeah, we might just live in sprint mode for a little bit. Don't like that. Move up. We're waiting for reload, right? Okay, get into a corner and cover. Yep. This cover might be where we live, actually. Okay, get a little bit closer. Kill through you. Kill you. Kill you. We're gonna need to start looting for a backup weapon, I think. I'm gonna move up. Okay, we didn't take any fire there. What do you have? You have one of those makeshift versions of the weapon I just discovered I really like. Gonna shoot you from downtown. This is a beating glove. I think as long as you don't actually loot, you're fine to check. Nothing there. Gonna go for a reload, and I think we break left. Get that angle so you can't hit me. Okay, no one down there. You have a cricket. I think we eat the cricket. How many turns do we have left? 63. Dope. I think I popped my first stun right here. The aim's a little bit off, but that's okay. Okay. We eat those. Get a little bit closer to you. We reloaded, so we rip shots at you. Go wide. Okay, I was worried someone would come up here. I did actually want to try and sneak a reload in, honestly, but I think we're fine. That is West Side Pistol. Okay. Blast you far. Get a little bit closer. Okay, you destroyed the cover. That kind of works out for me. Rip a shot at you two. Good double. Get closer to this guy. Kill you. We've got 4 shots left. Go down to walk. Don't hit the help menu while you're trying to reload. A makeshift grenade. Okay, you know what? Throw that on there. Jackhammer, I don't think we need. I will grab the fuel while we're looking at you, though. Blast you. How are you looking? 2 health, you might bleed out. It says it's self-healing, so probably not. I think we risk the fire and grab a backup weapon. Gonna throw that in here for now. This has a 3-turn reload, so it's not the best. Also, while we're looking at it, yeah, this helper backpack, 6x2, so it doesn't seem great. Reload duration down's actually pretty good on it, and the load weight modifier. Add servo arm slot. This is one of the ways where you can actually get a 3rd weapon. So if we really wanted to, I could drop some of this stuff, throw that on, and I'd be able to have a 3rd weapon. Obviously, for 6x2 instead of 6x4, I don't like that, but it is an option. I will scrap it for components, though.
The world is about to change.
Okay, that was a grenade of some description. It landed pretty far away. That's fine. I think we go sprint, go up to make sure we're away from it. Go for you, and you have a glove. Go for a little bit of a wide shot here, which seems a little bit greedy, but I think it's fine. Okay, I was hoping to actually draw some more of them out. I think that was just a basic grenade because I don't see a fire splash. Probably go for another reload here. Okay, there we go. You have a disc thrower, which is pretty scary. So get to cover. No one coming down from this side is good news for us. They could come up from behind here, so keep an eye out for that. I think we go sprint to peek. Okay, it's either 1 shot or 4. Gonna go single fire. How much damage does that do? Not much. You got a contusion out of it. Bring you back. The nice thing about this is that I'm pretty sure they keep knowing where you are, so you don't have to worry too much about baiting them forward. Go down to walking. Okay, that's fine. Sprint forward. Kill, please. Thank you. We're still fine. Check. Yep, I had a feeling they were going to be coming up from this side soon. That is a shovel. We can work with that. Get another reload in while we walk away. Try and draw these guys forward. Okay, back. That's fine. Blast you. Blast you. Another one came up from behind. Fracture. That's a problem. Blast you. Contusion, self-healing. We need to fix our arm because that's going to lower our accuracy. That could be bad. Splint it. This is where defenses become a problem, when there's a lot of them everywhere. And even more problem when all of your cover gets destroyed. We need to try and get a sprint action in if we can. Flamethrower. That's really concerning. So do we try to kill the flamethrower? Because I need to check your action points. Slow. We got to kill you. Okay, that was a good double miss. Okay, we got our action points. Good news. Sprint, sprint, blast. Okay. Shoot you. You need to reload. We need to go down to walking. Probably go to burst fire. Shotgun's gonna be the way we get out of this, I think. How is 42? Not even halfway there. Yeah, these get pretty tough as it turns out. Okay, reload. Move. Fraction damage per move. Yep. Okay, that one's still just a contusion. Our dodge is down as well. That's really bad. We need every little bit of help we can get. Move around the corner. Sprint. Fire. Thank you. And fall back. Gonna sneak a reload in on the west side. It's greedy movement, but we do need to keep moving. We can't let ourselves get surrounded or Okay, looks like we're fine on that. You are on fire. I think fire damage procs before they get actions. Okay, go back to single fire. Go for an action reload. Okay, I think he died because otherwise he would have probably ripped another shot at us. Go down to walking. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna risk a stealth check. No one in the immediate vicinity. Confirm once again, contusion on the stomach. That could open up any time though. We do need to eat. We are a little bit sketchy on that front. We need to start trying to heal where we can. I am concerned by the lack of signatures on my stealth checks. Go up to walking. Does that actually give me anything useful in this battle, by the way? I can reduce pain if that becomes a problem. Other than that, it's mainly for addiction control. Honestly, not terrible, but again, not really priority at this point. Okay, there we go. They're all here. Go to sprint mode. What else do you have? Cutter and baton. Didn't see what you had. Okay, good job. Shoot that. Get out here. Shoot that.
I don't need a reason to take you down.
Shoot you. How are you looking? 44. Scratch and a laceration. Good. Just let the laceration deal with you. Going for another reload. Okay, that is a gland. I can work against that. I think we move and eat this fire. Okay, he didn't actually shoot at us. 2 melee. Get rid of you. Move down. You're gonna probably come around this corner, shoot us in the face. Not yet. Okay, you know what? Go for a walk here. Another walk. You're just corner camping. I can kind of work with that, honestly. And since we're in stealth, make sure we drag the last of the buckshot down here. Ammo's starting to look really concerning. And I think I did bring in 2 stacks of buckshot. I think 3 might have actually been a decent call here. Grab slugs, actually, because they should have some slugs on them. We might be able to scavenge. 22 more turns. Okay. Stealth to try and speed this along would be okay. Go up to walk before we start checking. Cricket, and a pipe. This guy has the gland. There's a guy with a melee rushing me over here. I think we go for the wide shot. There we go. You guys are still trying to push. That's fine. Okay, 2 misses isn't my favorite. Was really hoping I could just dink him and get him to slow down. Okay. Go ahead and pull back. Go down to walking, because I think I'm going to need to do a little bit of scavenging here. Main issue here, there's just an infinite horde of these fuckers, as it turns out. Okay, good misses there. Shots from behind. Makeshift grenade on you. Blast you. Waiting for the cutter to shoot. Okay, double miss is huge. I think that grenade went off. I'm out of ammo. Okay. I think the plan now, stun this entire crew a little bit far off, get my last reload in. I'm gonna have to go sprint for next round. Okay, come on, stun grenade. I really need you to be clutch here. Thankfully, they're all missing. Peek this corner, and don't peek that. Cover is doing really good work here. That's the stun grenade going off. Basically, my last rounds with buckshot. Yep, you're coming up. You have a cricket. We'll have to eat that. Peek. Okay. Shoot. I think we just run south and we just have to outrun them at this point. I think is 8, 6, 14. Okay, this is gonna be literally all my ammo. Boom, boom. Okay. Go down to walking, get to the corner. We're fine for a moment. Grab all the ammo we can, because I think at this point we're going to need to use our west side primarily. Get the slugs ready for when we run out of ammo on this. In fact, probably swap over to that. What's the turn counter? 10 more turns. Okay. It's a sniper rifle. Didn't know you guys could have that, being completely honest. Go burst fire. That's a pipe. Get around to the far side of cover. Okay, you're trying to push that. Honestly, not risking a sniper shot here. Need you to go away. A lot of guys coming down this way. Okay, I think the play here, switch over to shoddy, go sprint mode, check back without sneak, go to sneak mode so I can loot both these bodies with 1 action. I think we're gonna get some better action out of the cutter if we need a backup weapon. So let's swap that in. And let's see, yeah, you can do either 2 or 1 at a time. You lose a bit of accuracy. The scatter's not that different. I do feel like 2 saw blades would be better than 1 in this situation since there's so many of them. Grab extra ammo while we can because I will never stop being greedy. It is my thing. And rip a shot at you. Okay, that was a flamethrower. I'll be honest. I thought that was a cutter. How are you looking? Okay, we got a scratch, but it's an infected scratch. Good. And I did see 2 over here briefly, I think, with our sneak mode. 6 turns. I'm pretty sure these guys will obviously stay hostile. Is that the same? How has this not healed yet? It's been, I think, 50 turns at this point. It has to have been. Okay, we'll just sprint wide. Sprint to cover there. Okay. All right.
Is about to change.
Not my favorite miss in the world, honestly. Rip a shot at you. Boom.
The sun will shine always.
Okay, drop down to walk. You're on fire. So I think you're gonna have some penalties due to that. Need you to, I needed that to kill. This is gonna be real risky, but we literally have no other options. Sprint here. You need to kill. Good. Kill you. Honestly, that knockback kind of helped us. We're at the point where I basically need to book it for the ship immediately. So I'm gonna drop. I don't know if this would actually hit through this. Well, 1, we'd have to hit the shot. Okay, we overshot it. 2, I was curious if that would work. Fire does detonate grenades instantly. I didn't think that was gonna work, but I am thoroughly impressed that it did. Good job, game. Okay, 3 rounds to reload that. Just get distance and keep going to cover. And probably go for a single shot because I need all the accuracy I can get. Okay, good hit. And how bad was that? Scratch, self-healing. Okay, good kill. And okay, you missed. Load the last ones in and start sprinting. That's fine. Kill survivors. Hold on. Can I be super greedy if I win this? This is what I get for talking shit early. Okay. Go away. Go away. Need to get to cover. Heal. 2 fractures. Okay, cover. Thank you. There we go. We are low on food. Start eating to recover. There we go. Between that and the bandages, we're looking pretty good. Let you come to me. There we go. Last saw blade. Make it count. We're down to the contusion. All right. Missed that. That's fine. Go to sprint mode. Get the way out of here. Move up. Get closer to cover. Get closer. There we go. Mission complete. Call for evac. We will do that, but I think first we have all the bodies in the world to search. So I'm not gonna make you guys sit through that, but I'm gonna pick through the bodies. I'll let you guys know if I see anything interesting, but otherwise I'm probably gonna do this for about the next 15 minutes. So be back in a bit. And of course, we're gonna get at least 1 flamethrower out of here because why wouldn't we? Also, these guys do have decent armor when they get the tech for it. These guys, I haven't seen anything good yet, but if we do find some, I will want to try and get some of that out of here as well. Shit. Okay, well, unfortunately, I was literally about to say, hey, make sure you don't click evacuation. And because I said evacuation, I clicked evacuation like a fucking idiot. Okay, we got a decent chunk of loot out of there, though, so I'm okay with it. The point is, Quasimorph does like us, and Civil Resistance still hates us. Spoiler alert. And we did get some more makeshift batteries out of that, which is okay because we mainly want to disassemble those. Bunch of gasoline, one of those branded nail guns I didn't really care about. Oh, here we go. This is huge, though. Flash M. So we get a laser handgun, which it's a basic one, so not the best. But more importantly, now we can make our own batteries, which I was actually getting some makeshift batteries on the level as well. And as you can see, because we did the positive relations, we get more rep than usual. However, we also lose more rep than usual. Again, I think it's a worthwhile trade-off, but it is something to be aware of. If we go over to the cargo hold, didn't get anything for upgrades, by the way, spoilers. The batteries, if we disassemble all the makeshifts, we get a bunch of glass and a bunch of acid, which by itself, not super interesting. However, once we go over to the conveyor, which I can't show off because, okay, you know what, we'll just cancel that just to show it off. Yeah, it's literally a 1-to-1. You can upgrade all your makeshift batteries over to basic batteries, which I think is a pretty good trade. Also, I didn't realize because we got the nail gun schematic at some point, we get rusty parts to make nails, so we can also do that if we want to, which is nice. Pretty much what I like to do is I always just upcraft my batteries to these ones because I think they're just better. Oh, actually, hold on. What happened here? So I don't know if this is specifically because I did a defense mission. You almost never get credit with factions because they just give you stuff. Either because they couldn't pay us enough for the mission, we have just straight up credit with them. So if we go over to Canaan Terminal, go to the station cargo, they only have 3, but we can just buy all the welding machines we need. Oh, that's huge. Oh, Corward, you might be my new best friends. Because now we can finally start upgrading our supply system. And before we do that, we need to check ahead of time. Okay, these are both for assembly time. That gets us a second slot. We need, ooh, I think that's going to be industrial parts. We need more for that. That's fine. More parts for that. We can actually get this one unlocked right away. We need one more construction drone, which I think I could actually buy. And we need even more welding machines. If that's the case, let's go to the right. Unlock these. I think I can actually buy that. We need 6 welding machines for just one 3D printer. But after that, additional consumables drop after completing missions. We just need, looks like, weapon and armor case for that. That could be fun to work towards. And I'm gonna see if I can actually buy that construction drone off Corward. I think they were selling it here at Canaan. Yep, there we go. Reddit, baby. And the one thing I did want to show off since we're here, if you click on this, it'll sell everything that they're interested in. So let's give you that. And we sell that and we get more credit with them. So there we go. Of course, head back over to supply so we can get the upgrade, which this gives us status installed Q2. So I guess we can make even more per production run. Oh no, that's a second whole ass queue. If I've understood this, I'm not going to say it ahead of time because I don't want to disappoint myself here in a second. Okay, I can't make that many batteries because we haven't been decrafting them, but we definitely want to start extracting some of those. We have 2 separate production lines going at the same time. Queue up 8 at a time, making 2 separate things at once. Okay, that is huge. Oh, good news, bad news. We are going to start going through a bunch more material a lot more quickly, but the fact that we can make 2 different things at the same time is kind of massive, actually. That means now we don't have to be like, oh, we got to wait around here for a week. No, we can just do 2 at the same time, cut that time in half. But how about we call it a part for there, ladies and gentlemen? A surprise for both of us when I decided to do the wrong mission the first time and go ahead and hit Corward. However, we did make it up to them immediately by slaughtering a bunch of civil resistance members, and they decided to give us a bunch of money in return, which, I mean, it's literally credit with them, but we're going to call credit money, even though it's not technically money, but tomato, potato. And because of that, now they're my new best friends because they're going to be possibly the one source of the galaxy for our welding machines at this rate. And speaking of minor corporations, yeah, I think if we look through our research trees real quick, I do want to check something. Okay, we're still quite a ways away from it, but we do at least know what we need, and it is stuff we're actively working towards. We need to keep going down the navigation tree. One, we want to get the scanner so we can start scanning station floors, which would actually be really fun. More importantly, down here at the bottom, management, proxy corporation department. Allows you to take control of one of the minor corporations. Corward might be a good target for that. Of course, we are going to have to get through all of this first, but you can see we're already ready for this one. We just need to make sure we start grabbing everything that looks like a computer that we can get our hands on. And I think now that we understand the bartering system a little bit more, that's going to be even easier to get. So next time we'll take a look around, see if there's anything we want to do immediately around Mars. But I think at this point, we're ready to start trying to take on a minor corporation. And by take on, I mean actually have them work for us. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to it. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.